Surgery on plastic. As the country struggles under a mountain of debt, weave the story of one woman who put a $30,000 gastric bypass surgery on a credit card.
From the global resources of ABC News, with Terry Moran, Martin Bashir, and Cynthia McFadden in New York City, this is Nightline, September 30th, 2008.
When we come back, the story of one woman who took tens of thousands of dollars in credit card debt when she paid for gastric bypass surgery entirely on plastic. Large credit card debt is often associated with people buying things they don't need with money they don't have. But tonight, we introduce you to a woman who believed she had no alternative but to take on a massive loan from a credit card company. And the money wasn't used to buy a new car or an expensive vacation. She says she took on the debt in order to save her life, as Neil Karlinski now reports.
How are you? Are you ready for me?
Jana Vincent's life revolves around keeping herself alive. Routine visits like this one to the chiropractor
How are you?
have become daily pit stops, regular maintenance to keep her going. Let's be honest, if you saw Jana on the street, you might look at her and think, now there is a person that needs to go on a diet. She is, in fact, morbidly obese. Her 5'3" frame carries between 270 and 280 pounds on average, and her doctor is recommending a surgery she can't afford.
I don't want to live like this anymore. And I will do anything. I will sell my house. I will give up everything.
The weight is literally killing her.
This is my medicines.
It's a lot.
Yeah. And then here's the morphine that I have to take for the pain in my back.
She has a laundry list of complications: diabetes, sleep apnea, which is straining her heart, spinal disc disease, arthritis, and incontinence, and the list goes on.
I wear this mask, and it goes on my face so I can breathe, so it helps me at night.
Do you wake up some mornings and think, how did it come to this?
Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I can't even get out of bed. My legs don't work. Can't get to the bathroom. It's scary.
She says doctors have told her that bariatric surgery is a necessity because time is running out. The surgery involves literally stapling her stomach to make a small pouch, meaning she has no choice but to eat less because there's so little space. There's just one problem. Her insurance company is suggesting a diet program. Her request to have the roughly $30,000 surgery covered was rejected. They won't pay.
Not to sound harsh, but some people looking in might say, listen, why should the insurance company pay for this? You should change your diet, exercise more.
I've been on several different diets. I've been on several different exercise programs. I'm not a candy bar person. I don't sit and eat bonbons in my room at night. I don't have that kind of a problem.
She says it's a hormone imbalance and no amount of weight loss programs will fix it. Her doctor agrees. Jana lives in tiny Soldotna, Alaska. She has 3 kids and a husband who does painting and drywall work. Paying for the surgery on her own would be impossible.
We're a K-6 elementary school.
Her father, Skip, is a school custodian, and he can't afford the surgery either. But he's paying for it anyway, on a credit card, with a 22% interest rate.
You know, financial advisors would tell you that putting a huge sum like that on a credit card at that interest rate is a bad idea.
It's a bad idea, and that's why the strategy is to get the house refinanced and drag some money out of the equity.
And put it into the credit card bill right away?
Yeah.
And what if you can't do that?
We'll just struggle along with it and get it done.
He worries his daughter will die without the surgery.
We can't afford to delay and jump through all of the hoops again. There may not be time.
Bariatric surgery is increasingly routine, but not without complications for Jana. Her son Adam, mature well beyond his 12 years, takes care of his mom and now does most of the work around the house for her.
What do you think of the operation she's going to have?
It's very risky, and if something goes wrong, she could die.
Jana is worried too, but desperate.
I'm ready to give up anything for this to get back to being with my family and doing activities with them again.
2 weeks later and 4,000 miles away in La Jolla, California, Jana is headed for the operating room.
What are you allergic to?
Codeine.
What happens when you take codeine?
Makes me really sick.
There's no going back. Jana had hoped her insurance would come through at the last minute. It hasn't. So with her mother by her side, credit card at the ready, she heads in for gastric bypass surgery.
How are we doing?
Scared.
She calls home one last time before going in.
I miss you very much and I love you, and hopefully everything will go good.
Dr. Alan Wittgrove performs the surgery.
Well, those are the adhesions we were talking about. It's not too terrible.
Dr. Wittgrove firmly believes the insurance company should have paid. As for Jana's parents charging it to a credit card,
well, they love her. There's no question about that. And we have that happen, unfortunately, all too often.
he says 32% of his patients pay for the surgery themselves, often taking out a second mortgage or putting it on a credit card like Jana. After about 3 hours, Jana's surgery is over. Her mother, whose retirement plans are now intertwined with the cost of her daughter's surgery, is relieved to hear everything has gone well.
My sweetheart. Oh, you darling. It's all over. It's all done. Everything went great. Went great. No problems, nothing with your liver.
Let me get that for you.
A week and a half later, Jana is ready to head home. At her final checkup, she's already lost 14 pounds. Her diabetes is completely gone, and she's able to walk without pain.
I feel great. I feel wonderful. I feel healthier.
But there will be no insurance coverage, just the family credit card. The heavy burden of paying her parents back, painful as it is, just doesn't seem that bad compared to where she was before surgery.
So I will take care of it, whatever I have to do, sell my house. I'll do whatever it takes, get a job as soon as I get home. I'm ready.
14 pounds down already, she says her goal is to lose another 100, and with that, to take back her life.
I'm really ready, Ro. I'm so glad it's over for you, baby. Me too.
At this rate, she may be thin long before she's out of debt. I'm Neil Karlinski for Nightline in La Jolla, California.
And Jana continues to follow her doctor's orders. She's already lost 42 pounds, and you can read more about her surgery by clicking on the Nightline page at abcnews.com. Our thanks to Neil Karlinski.